Hello, hello. Welcome or welcome back to my space. I hope you are doing well. So, first, before I sat on the table and opened cards, which I just opened two of them, we will continue together. I was guided, I have books of tarot, obviously, and I was guided to open a book and see what card comes up. And the card that came up was the World card, right? So it is the last card of the tarot. And so I just want to talk to you about that. It is the end of a cycle, but let's just remember that life is always a movement. So when there is an ending, there is a new beginning, right? The World card is an issue when it is in reverse because it means that somebody is stuck in a cycle. It might be that they are not learning their lessons, they are doing things over and over again, and they are not changing their ways, right? And so they might be stuck in a cycle. So anyway, I found it interesting that when I opened, and I truly opened kind of in the middle, but it was the World card. So anyway, I wanted to share this with you. So I started to open here. We have the Six of Wands, talking about public recognition, a victory. This is the main subject here. In the second place, which is the place of partnership, choices, relationship, all those kind of things, we have the Page of Pentacles. So kind of feels here that maybe somebody would like to invest, I guess, in you, as we are in the second position here. Let's continue. I want to see a few more cards here. Tell me. Okay. Kind of feel that you might be very, very protective, having high boundaries up. Wow, the Knight of Pentacles. We first have the Page of Pentacles and then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, but here I'm considering the place of the cards, right? So here the thing, it is that it kind of feels that somebody wants to invest in you now, but it is because now, for some kind of reason, they see you as somebody intelligent, strategic, caring. This might also mean that they have some kind of strategy here. Let's take one more. The Chariot. Okay. This is the only major arcana that we have here. Okay, it kind of feels that you are in your path. This is the main change that is happening here. I'm very interested about this Knight of Pentacles. I want to understand here, because considering the position that it has, what this is telling me, it is that this person sees you as extremely valuable, stable, intelligent, wise, strategic. But because there is this element of strategic, I want to know if maybe there is some kind of hidden agenda. Understand? Like, are they driven by their own strategy? Maybe. But what it is obvious here, it is somebody wanting to invest in you. But let's see, right? It makes me think that sometimes it was kind of before, but I was watching tarot readings and I was dealing like with the crazy situation, with the crazy person, and they were saying, yeah, there is somebody who is in love with you, and I said, like, is it a good news or a bad news? Because it can be truly a very very bad news, right? And this is kind of what this reminds me of, because yes, somebody want to invest in you, but what kind of person are we talking about, right? Because we have the Nine of Wands here. And this is in the driving energy, so it kind of feels that your boundaries are up. Okay. And with the Six of Wands, the main subject here, it is that you are victorious, you are supported by people, people are loving you, admiring you, supporting you. So I kind of feel the opportunistic vibe here and I don't like it. So let's see, I want to take the Classic Tarot. Let's get a little bit more information about all of this. Just a reminder, this is a collective reading, which means that it is a group reading, which means that it might be for you, it might be partly for you, and it might not be for you. So please take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't take on yourself a story that is not yours. If I'm talking about masculines or feminines, I'm not especially talking about the gender, I'm talking about the energy of the card, so please take it in consideration. And this reading can be past, present, or future. So let's see, let's get a little bit more information here about the Six of Wands. Why is this the main subject here? Okay. Tell me, the Six of Wands. Stability, and you taking yourself out of a very, very dark place. Wait, let me check that you can see all the cards. I think that you can. Yes, okay. Okay, so your victory is related to the fact that you have taken yourself out of a very, very dark place. As said, you might have felt rejected by your family, by the community, by someone in your house. And when I'm talking about the house, what I'm talking about, it is your first circle, the circle where you are supposed to have the support, people who are supposed to work with you, not against you. And it kind of feels here that you have succeeded to bring back stability in your life and even happiness. And what I feel here with the Four of Wands, we are also talking about celebration. So having the Six of Wands and the Four of Wands, it kind of feels that people are celebrating you. Tell me more here, please, about the Six of Wands. Okay, let's see. The Four of Pentacles. Kind of feel that here we are talking about you preserving your energy no matter what you were going through. Tell me here, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, we are talking here about, because I wanted to check, because with the Four of Pentacles, often we might be talking about somebody holding on too strongly to on something, right? They should release something. We might even be talking about someone who's greedy. But here it is not what I felt. I kind of felt that it was a positive Four of Pentacles. You were supposed to hold on to something. And here it is just telling me the same, because we have the Four of Swords here. This is taking the time to heal, even if it means taking distance in order to heal, to clarify your mind, to regain mental clarity. And then we have the Queen of Cups. So you succeeded somehow by healing to maintain your heart space pure. Right? Does it mean that now you will operate the same way as you were operating before this Five of Cups energy came into your life? No. You are not supposed to, but you still maintained your heart pure. And what happened at the end of the day, you might have gained awareness, self-awareness, wisdom, emotional intelligence, emotional maturity. So it's great, it's beautiful. Okay, I like it. It's exactly what I felt. Listen, what came to me immediately with this Five of Cups in reverse, it is that you took yourself out of a very, very dark place, right? But it can also mean that somebody didn't succeed to put you in this dark place. You know yourself, right? What I feel intuitively, it is that yes, somebody put you truly in a dark place, and somehow you succeeded to regain your stability and hold on to your own personal values, right? We are here with the Pentacles, we are talking about values. And so I truly feel that we are talking about the fact that you succeeded to maintain, as said, your heart space clean. And as said, you might be more aware now, so you might operate differently. But the essence of who you are, you didn't let those people or this experience taint you in a black energy, right? Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Huh. Okay, interesting. We have the Chariot in reverse here. We first have the Nine of Cups. Somebody might see you as very confident, in self-love, very happy, very comfortable. They might look at you as a wish fulfillment, and this is why they might want to invest in you. I don't like to see that, right? We have the Page of Swords in reverse. This might talk about gossip, and this might talk about stalking, right? Trying to get information about you in some kind of not conventional way, right? This also talks about a lack of clarity, and so I'm not surprised to see here the Chariot in reverse. Somebody was trying to gain some kind of information about you, and it kind of feel that they have been blocked, right? They cannot do that. Okay. I want to check this Nine of Cups, because we might also be talking about, usually it's when it's in reverse that I take it more this way, but we might be talking here about someone who's a little bit entitled and arrogant, right? And I'm saying this because there is here this Page of Swords in reverse. Tell me, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Cups. We might be talking about someone who's a little bit immature, emotionally immature. Nine of Cups, Emperor in reverse. Yeah, listen, might be talking here about someone who is trying to have some kind of control over a situation. I'm attracted now to this Nine of Wands, so it might be truly somebody here where you have a lot of defenses up, a lot of boundaries. You don't trust them, right? I kind of feel that they are trying to get into your business because they want to control the situation. I saw the Emperor in reverse. This is somebody who's trying to be in control, right? But I love to see the Chariot in reverse here because they are totally blocked. And this might be the divine blocking them. You see here that the Chariot, this is talking about somebody who is moving forward. They are driven, right? They have control, and they are driven, and they are inspired and everything. But you see here that those are not horses. Those are phoenixes. Phoenix. So this is talking about those animals don't exist, right? So we are talking here about the higher power. There is here something mystic in this card, and it is blocked. So maybe the highest is blocking them from getting any kind of information about you. 1 second, please. I want a candle. And the one that we had is closing. Okay, love to see this Chariot in reverse here. Okay. Is there anything more here that we should know about this Page of Pentacles? Yeah, it kind of feels that you are totally protecting yourself. They might be searching for information with people that you know. Maybe people that you have in common. But it kind of feels that they don't get anything. Yeah, so listen, with this Page of Pentacles here, we are talking about, look at how this page is observing the pentacle, right? So this is why we are talking here about care, putting attention, but I kind of don't like the attention that I see here, to be honest, because I kind of feel that it is somebody here who is trying to be in control of a situation. Okay, so tell me here, we will check this 9 of Wands. Tell me, the 9 of Wands. Oh, we might be talking about a mother figure. Might be talking about a mother figure. We are talking here about a karmic feminine. It doesn't mean that it has to be a woman. Sometimes we are talking about a masculine that is in this karmic feminine energy, very jealous, very possessive, overbearing, using their charm in order to get whatever they want, lack of abundance, building their abundance on other people. Kind of feel here that this person has no access to you. They are very unhappy, they are unhealed. And it kind of feels that you might have totally protected yourself. I'm attracted to this 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You might have even put boundaries with people that maybe you have nothing against them especially, but because they are related to this Empress in reverse, yeah, you are protecting yourself. Listen, we have once again the protection here. You are being very, very defensive towards this person. Okay. Anything more that we should know about this 9 of Wands? Yeah, because you see them for who they are. You are very clear about them. Kind of feel that whatever I'm telling you here, you know about that. You know that somebody is putting a lot of attention on you. They are trying to get some kind of information about you. Yeah, I kind of feel that we are talking about a reconciliation, but mainly, right? What is jumping at me, it is that they want to reconcile now because there is something very positive in your life. The 6 of Wands. There is here something about people supporting you, you going towards a victory, you being seen as somebody of value. And I kind of feel that this is their driving motivation. But we have the Ace of Swords here, right? So you might truly see very, very clearly who you are dealing with. And as said, might be talking about a mother figure. Might be your own mother. We might be talking about a sister. We might be talking about an ex. I don't know. Anyway, a very karmic feminine energy. This is what we are talking about. Okay, let's see here. The Knight of Pentacles. very interesting. Listen, I kind of feel that we are talking about. I feel that they need something from you, right? And what they might need from you, it is your intelligence, your wiseness, your logic, your ability to plan things. It might be that, it might be something else here, right? Because we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. They might be counting on you to take them out of a difficult situation, to take them out of the cold. Considering here, right, that you have the support of people, right? You are being very, very defensive, right? You might have hidden yourself, right? You don't give any access, you don't give any information about you, right? So it kind of feels, if we are talking here about your first circle, which I was kind of feeling, right? Maybe even a mother figure in your life, or a karmic person acting from a feminine wound, right? So you not being in touch with them, right? It might illuminate something. We have the moon here in reverse. With the moon in reverse, nothing is hidden anymore. Things can be seen very, very clearly. And what people can see, it is that you have taken distance, that you are not sharing any information, that you are being very, very protective. What might also be seen now, it is that you have been attacked in the past. With the Nine of Wands, we have the wounded warrior. The wounded. Why wounded? Because you have been attacked. This person, look at what they have on their head and on their hands. Right? So you have been wounded and you are a warrior. You are a survivor. Right? Yeah, so I kind of feel here that we have somebody very, very embarrassed and even at risk because you see them for who they are. The Ace of Swords. This is their main problem. And strategically, they feel that they need to do something in order to get into your good graces. This is what I feel that we are talking about here. Okay. Let's see. Is there anything more here about this Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, you see, they are stuck in a mental prison. They might even be risking jail, you know? I don't know what is your situation, but we might even be talking here about someone that might go to jail. And so they are truly, truly desperate. And they absolutely need to find some kind of access to you, knowing that you know who they are, that you are not giving any information to anyone. Can you feel that you are truly protecting yourself from many, many people because you don't want this person to have access to you, to have any kind of information about you? Okay, let's see the chariots. Tell me the chariot. Now listen, you have moved forward. You have moved forward, right? You didn't let this person take you down, right? So this is kind of telling me, this is being closed off, being angry, being all those kind of things. I kind of feel that you are closed off. You are closed off when we are talking about any person related to the person that we are talking about here, right? But this is also somebody, you know, that cannot let go of something, right? They cannot release, they cannot let go, they are closed off. All they see is leave me alone, I'm angry, I'm resentful. It's in reverse. It's in reverse. So I kind of feel that the moment that you understood here that this person was not a healthy connection, it was not somebody that was caring, that was operating with the same level of respect to the connection that you should have, right? The moment that you took distance, you could release. So what I mean by that, it is that when you were in the connection with this person, it might have been very stressful and very painful and very confusing for you. You might have felt like if you were overthinking all the time, confused all the time, frustrated all the time, right? But I kind of feel that, you know, it's very often the case. It's when you don't know what to do that it is the most confusing and the most painful. You know, it's like, for example, if you are in a relationship with someone and you feel that this person is cheating, right? The most painful part is not having the proof of the cheating. It is feeling that this person is cheating but not having the proof, not knowing if it's true, if it's not true. This is the most energy consuming emotional state, the doubt. Because there you feel totally unstable. Once you know the truth, so it might be a slap in the face, it might create a downfall, but then there is a kind of stability with the truth. Then you can stand up and leave. But when you are in this instability, all you are searching for is stability, and the instability itself is very, very energy consuming, emotionally consuming, mentally consuming, keeping you in a mental prison, overthinking all the time, doubting yourself. This is a terrible energy. So I kind of feel at the moment that you could truly see and accept the reality of the situation here, it has truly released something in you. Okay. With the chariot, we have moving forward, and you might even have had some kind of proof. For example, if we are going back to the example of cheating, right? You might have had an inspiration telling you, you have to go there, go to this drawer and open this drawer because there is something there that you need to see. You understand? Or suddenly having an inspiration out of the blue, it was not in your plan, you have to go to this shop now. And you just go with the flow and you go to the shop, and there on the way to the shop you see something. It kind of feels here that the divine wanted you to move forward, and they have given you some kind of information in order for you to see the light. This is what I feel here. The chariot. If it's the case, I would love to know in the comments what was the element, right? What was the inspiration, the intuition? And I don't think that we are talking here about especially somebody cheating on you, right? It doesn't have to be that. Absolutely not. It's just the easy example to give, right? So we have the Tower here. Yeah, the moment that you saw things clearly and move forward, it has created a catastrophe in this person's life. Tell me more here, please, about this Tower. No, you know what? I will take this deck to get a little bit more information about this Tower. Yeah, because I kind of feel that this person was keeping you in a low vibration. So the moment that you release them, you aligned your vibration, you step into your full power, and this led you to this Six of Wands. You protected yourself, put strong boundaries, healed. I'm remembering now the card that I saw before, right? The ending of the cycle, the World card. Yeah, and their cycle is not closing. It's destroying totally. They are stuck in the cycle. Tell me here. The Tower. The Three of Cups. Stuck in toxicity. Toxic social behavior. Look, the two cards that are talking about a social life or working with others. Three of Pentacles, not working with others. We are talking here about someone who is extremely self-centered, maybe even ego-driven. Yeah, we are talking here about someone who is operating from a very, very low vibration with the Three of Cups in reverse here. We might be talking once again about gossip. We had the gossip here, we have the gossip here. Yeah, might be talking about someone who has tried to smear you, paint you in a certain light, hoping that it would destroy your reputation in the community. But what you did, from what I can see here, you didn't fight against that. You might have felt something, you know? And so you decided that the best thing to do, it was to simply let the community live with the lies, with all of that, right? And you put your energy elsewhere. Yeah, moving forward. Yeah, it's a catastrophe here because you are seen now for someone respected. You are winning. You are winning now. You are heading towards a winning. People love you. People admire you. So we might be talking, you know, people of the community that you left behind and you have no idea. Maybe now, you know, we know that very often it's the case. If you have been on social media a little bit, you know, and you saw those people who are helping people grow, then they will tell you, don't expect to have the support of the closest people in your life. They will be the heaviest energy. They will tell you, no, it won't succeed, you shouldn't do that, you shouldn't do that. The support, you will find it from people who are totally neutral. This is the difference. You know, some people are totally neutral, and so they truly see you for who you are. When we are talking about the people that are connected to you, somehow they are not neutral, right? And then there are all kinds of things. People are projecting their own fears. Some people, they don't want you to take too much space because they are afraid of shame, like a sibling, right? They don't want you to be in the light because they are afraid they might feel shameful or they might be competitive, you know? But this is all kind of energy that happen with your own circle that is kind of they are not being neutral. They don't see you for who you are, and even if they do, they are projecting themselves in your business, right? So it kind of feels here that you let go of the community, you let go of whatever. And you might have found people that were totally neutral and that admire you. And what I was saying is that all those people from your first circle that should be the people that support you, but at the end of the day it's not happening, they will start to support you. But they will only start to support you after other people support you, right? Yeah, okay. I want something else here about this tower. Oh, yeah, listen, the big issue here, it is that people are not confused anymore about who you are. So yeah, I truly feel here that we are talking about someone who has made up gossip about you. Right? Or they have gossiped about you, but they have gossiped about you from their unhealed ego wounded place, right? So whatever they have said, it doesn't reflect the reality, it reflects the inner narrative that they are telling themselves in order to justify the reason why there is conflict between you guys, right? Because sometimes people are truly making up lies, truly they are coming from this dark place of knowing that they are truly making up stories, and other people, what they are doing is in fact they are spreading the inner narrative that they are building in order to defend themselves even to themselves, right? And this is what they are spreading. So yes, they are still not saying the truth, but they are not saying the truth because they are not speaking the truth to themselves, right? And what they are spreading, as said, it is the defense narrative that they have, right? Seeing things in a way that is comfortable for them, right? So they will start the story wherever it's comfortable for them, right? Because they are just trying to prove to themselves that they are in the right. Yeah, so I kind of feel here that now it is seen. We saw the Eight of Swords in reverse. When the Eight of Swords is in reverse, people are not confused anymore, right? There is no confusion. And there is no confusion because you are seen for who you are, right? Okay, let's go to closure here. I truly feel that we are talking here at the end of the day of a connection in your life that was keeping you stuck. You had to, I'm attracted to the Chariot, right? You had to release of this connection in order to be able to shine your light. Because this person would have done everything in their power in order to maintain some kind of control over you. I'm seeing the Emperor in reverse that I saw before, right? So you close this cycle, the World card that I saw in the beginning, you closed it. You left. To be on neutral grounds. That's it. Because there was no neutral ground with this person or the environment of this person, as this person was spreading lies about you at the end of the day, right? It's lies, because it's someone who is just making up stories the way that it's comfortable for them, even if it is unconscious that this is what they are doing, right? So let's go to closure here. Let's go to closure. Yeah. It's not pleasant for them, I can tell you that. Listen, if we are talking here about jail, I talked to you about prison or jail. Yeah, this person, it's over and done, right? Because with the King of Swords, we are talking here, if we are talking about legalities, we are talking about a judge, and this judge is very fair and they see things very, very clearly. So if they try to do something illegal against you, look what's happening here, right? Judgment in reverse. Yeah. The judgment is not going as they want because it appears that this person is truly painting a very, very fake narrative. Yeah, this person made up excuses to justify that they are the good person and you are the bad person. Yeah. And at the end of the day, what people see, it is you took yourself out of this situation, you preserved your heart space, you regained yourself totally, you are in self-love, heading towards your wish fulfillment, stability, and people are supporting you. Anything else here for closure? The High Priestess. Yeah. This is a person respected. People might not have understood why you didn't speak up, but you made the right choices. You made the right choices. You have a level of understanding that people don't have, right? So they might have, this is something that they might say now. Yeah, but why didn't this person speak up? Maybe you tried, but maybe you could feel what was going on, right? Maybe you knew that at the end of the day, there were things happening here. We have the moon, right? Things happening behind your back. You knew that at the end of the day, the truth would come out, and the best thing that you could do it is invest in your own abundance, right? Because this is always the thing, right? When people suddenly realize, yeah, why didn't you speak up? Yeah, maybe I did speak up, but you didn't listen. You had already a story, so why should I insist? I won't insist. Like, I have better things to do with my energy. Yeah, but this is somebody doesn't speak a lot, but when they say something, it is the truth. There is a high level of knowledge here. Yeah, I truly feel that this is the admiration that now people have for you, right? I kind of feel that they see you in a totally different light. I kind of feel that the high priestess that is in you, they might not have seen it before. Because I kind of feel, as said, when you were dealing with this person, you couldn't be in your life mission, in your soul path, in your alignment, because this person was trying to destroy it. You had to take distance, and this is why the highest has pushed you to take distance in order to be able to embrace totally who you are, right? So, you might be somebody of knowledge. You might be somebody who is very interested in a lot of things. You might be somebody spiritual, and we might be talking here about someone who, even though they might present themselves as religious, but because you are a believer, they would have judged you like if you are crazy. Or you are a dreamer, or you are this, or you are that, or you understand what I mean? Listen, you being seen here as the high priestess, and you might be a masculine, right? In the high priestess energy. If you wonder, like the energy of the high priestess and the high priest are not the same, because the high priest, we are talking about traditions. Here we are talking about a spiritual knowledge. We are talking about intuition. This is related to the moon, right? So anyway, listen, I will leave it here. I hope that it was helpful, insightful, maybe even healing. I'll see you in the comments. Until very, very soon. Bye.